In the bustling world of daytime television, where stars shine bright under the studio lights and opinions clash like thunder, a recent episode of The View turned into an unforgettable spectacle that has Hollywood buzzing. Cameron Diaz, the golden girl of the big screen known for her roles in hits like There's Something About Mary and Charlie's Angels, made a highly anticipated appearance to promote her latest venture, perhaps a comeback film or a wellness book tied to her eco-friendly lifestyle brand. The audience erupted in applause as she stepped onto the set, her radiant smile lighting up the room. But little did they know that tension was brewing beneath the surface. Joy Behar, the veteran co-host with a reputation for unfiltered commentary and sharp wit honed over decades on the show, sat poised with her signature smirk, ready to dive into the conversation. The segment started innocently enough, with Whoopi Goldberg introducing Diaz and praising her timeless beauty and entrepreneurial spirit, setting a tone of admiration. However, as the discussion veered into personal choices and public personas, Behar's probing questions began to feel more like interrogations, touching on Diaz's decision to step back from acting for family life and her views on work-life balance in an industry that often chews up and spits out its stars. Diaz, ever the poised professional, responded gracefully at first, sharing anecdotes about motherhood and self-care, but the air grew thick with unspoken friction. Viewers at home sensed the shift, with social media already lighting up with live tweets speculating on where the chat might lead. As the cameras rolled, capturing every micro-expression, the stage was set for a clash that would redefine guest appearances on talk shows. Delving deeper into the heart of the confrontation, Joy Behar steered the conversation toward controversial terrain, questioning Cameron Diaz about her long hiatus from Hollywood and implying it was a retreat from the spotlight rather than a deliberate choice for happiness. Behar, drawing from her own experiences as a comedian and commentator, pressed Diaz on whether stepping away from blockbuster roles equated to giving up on ambition, her words laced with a mix of humor and critique that some perceived as passive-aggressive. Diaz, caught off guard but maintaining composure, defended her path eloquently, explaining how prioritizing family and mental health over endless red carpets was empowering, not escapist. The other co-hosts, including Sunny Hostin and Sarah Haynes, chimed in with supportive nods, but Behar doubled down, referencing past celebrity meltdowns and suggesting Diaz's choices might inspire others to quit too soon. The studio audience murmured, some chuckling at Behar's quips while others shifted uncomfortably, sensing the personal attack veiled as banter. This exchange escalated quickly, with Diaz's eyes narrowing as she countered that true success isn't measured by box office numbers, but by personal fulfillment, a philosophy Behar dismissed with a wave of her hand and a sarcastic remark about organic wine and yoga retreats. The tension peaked when Behar brought up Diaz's marriage and family life, probing if it was all a facade for dodging the industry's demands, crossing a line into what many viewers later called invasive territory. Social media exploded in real time, with hashtags like #CameronVsJoy trending worldwide, fans rallying behind Diaz's grace under fire. The viral clip of this moment, showing Diaz's measured response versus Behar's relentless push, amassed millions of views, fueling think pieces on toxic feminism and generational clashes in media. As the dust settled from the initial barbs, the situation intensified when Joy Behar escalated her commentary, accusing Cameron Diaz of hypocrisy for promoting wellness products while allegedly avoiding the real work of activism in Hollywood's progressive circles. Diaz, her patience wearing thin, fired back by pointing out Behar's own selective outrage on political topics, suggesting the host used the show as a platform for personal vendettas rather than genuine discourse. The studio fell into a stunned silence broken only by Whoopi Goldberg's attempt to mediate, but the damage was irreparable as Behar retorted with a zinger about Diaz's vanilla, career choices lacking edge. Audience reactions varied, with some applauding Behar's boldness and others gasping at the perceived rudeness toward a guest who had always embodied positivity. Off-air whispers from crew members later revealed the chaos, with executives monitoring from control rooms, debating whether to cut to break prematurely. The viral spread accelerated post-show, with edited clips circulating on TikTok and YouTube, distorting quotes to heighten drama and drawing in celebrities who weighed in on Team Diaz or Team Behar. Diaz's fans defended her as a role model for women choosing authenticity over fame, while Behar's supporters hailed her as the voice of unapologetic truth-telling. This pivotal escalation not only highlighted interpersonal dynamics but also broader issues like ageism and sexism in entertainment, where older hosts like Behar wield power over younger guests. The confrontation's raw emotion resonated. Turning. The climax arrived abruptly when, after a particularly pointed exchange where Joy Behar mocked Cameron Diaz's environmental advocacy as celebrity fluff, Diaz stood up, microphone in hand, declaring she wouldn't tolerate disrespect on live television. In a move that shocked everyone, she handed off her mic and walked off the set, leaving co-hosts scrambling and the audience in uproar. Behar's attempt at a joke fell flat, met with awkward laughter and producer cues flashing urgently. Backstage, Diaz was reportedly escorted out swiftly, sources claiming she was kicked off or asked to leave to de-escalate, though her team insists it was her choice to exit. The moment was captured in full, going mega-viral within minutes, with raw footage shared across platforms, garnering billions of impressions and spawning endless analysis. Media outlets dissected every angle, from body language experts noting Diaz's controlled anger to psychologists weighing in on Behar's confrontational tactics. Public reaction polarized, with petitions calling for Behar's apology and others praising Diaz's boundaries. The View's ratings spiked temporarily, but advertisers expressed concerns over the toxicity. Celebrities like Gwyneth Paltrow and Ben Stiller voiced support for Diaz, amplifying the narrative of solidarity against bullying. This dramatic departure not only ended the segment chaotically, but symbolized a shift in how stars handle media scrutiny, prioritizing dignity over endurance. The kicked-off label stuck due to ambiguous reports, fueling conspiracy theories about scripted drama. In the aftermath, the entertainment world reeled from the viral clash, with Cameron Diaz releasing a poised statement via social media, thanking fans for support and emphasizing her commitment to positive discourse, while subtly shading toxic environments. Joy Behar addressed it on the next episode, framing it as lively debate, but facing backlash for lack of accountability, leading to internal show discussions on guest protocols. The clip's ubiquity dominated headlines, from TMZ breakdowns to CNN panels on celebrity culture, with viewership analytics showing unprecedented engagement. Diaz's public image soared, portraying her as empowered, boosting her brand sales overnight, whereas Behar endured criticism for alienating guests. Legal whispers emerged about potential defamation suits, though none materialized, adding intrigue. Fans dissected old interviews for context, uncovering no prior beef but speculating on ideological differences. The incident sparked broader conversations on talk show ethics, with calls for moderated formats to prevent escalations. Streaming platforms capitalized, uploading extended versions for monetization. This ripple effect extended to Diaz's career, opening doors to podcasts and books on resilience. Behar's defenders argued it was authentic TV, but detractors saw it as outdated aggression. The viral phenomenon underscored digital media's power, where one moment can redefine legacies. Networks like ABC navigated PR storms, balancing free expression with sponsor sensitivities. This paragraph examines the fallout, highlighting reputational shifts and cultural impacts that lingered long after the mics cooled.